In the dead of night, under a sky ablaze with stars, a single orange hangs heavy on its branch, its skin glowing like a captured sunrise. But this is no peaceful orchard dream, it's the calm before the storm. Are you ready to plunge into the forbidden heart of creation, where nature's bounty is ripped apart, boiled alive, and reborn in a symphony of fire and fury? Welcome to the unseen battlefield of orange jam production, where every second is a war against decay, every machine a merciless warrior, and perfection isn't requested, it's demanded. Hold on tight, this isn't just food being made. This is alchemy on steroids, a high-stakes thriller where one wrong move could spoil an empire. Let's dive in. Picture this: dawn cracks over vast groves in Florida's sun-scorched heartland, where rows of orange trees stretch like an army ready for invasion. The air hums with anticipation, thick with the scent of citrus that could cut through steel. But beneath the beauty lurks the first challenge: survival. These oranges aren't picked by gentle hands anymore. Oh no, that's too slow, too human. Massive harvesters rumble in like prehistoric beasts, their mechanical jaws shaking the trees with violent precision. Branches whip and groan as thousands of oranges cascade into waiting bins, a golden avalanche that must be captured before bruises bloom or pests strike. One delay, and rot sets in. Time is the enemy here, ticking like a bomb. The machines don't rest, they charge forward, engines roaring, separating fruit from foliage in a blur of blades and belts. Leaves fly like defeated soldiers, discarded into massive piles that will fuel compost empires elsewhere. But the oranges? They're survivors, rolling into crates, their fate sealed in this opening skirmish. Now, the real rush begins. Transported in armored trucks racing against the clock, spoilage whispers threats from every bump in the road, these oranges arrive at the factory gates, a colossal fortress of steel and steam where the outside world ends and the inner sanctum pulses with raw power. Guards scan them with unblinking eyes, but these aren't human, they're laser-guided sorters, probing for imperfections like interrogators in a spy thriller. Too small? Rejected? Blemished? Cast out? Only the elite make it through, tumbling onto conveyor belts that snake like endless serpents through the dimly lit halls. The noise hits you first, a deafening orchestra of clanks, hisses, and thuds that vibrates through your bones. Steam billows from hidden vents, hot and unforgiving, turning the air into a sauna of suspense. Can you feel it? The heat rising, the pressure building, as these oranges hurtle toward their transformation. Slow it down now, let the tension build. Each orange pauses under high-pressure sprays, a baptism by fire, or rather, by water jets that blast away dirt, pesticides, and any lingering threats from the wild. It's not gentle, it's a torrent, water cascading like a waterfall in hell, stripping them bare. Droplets fly, catching the fluorescent lights in a sparkling haze, but there's no time for admiration. Dryers whirl them next, hot air tunnels sucking moisture away in seconds, leaving skins taut and ready. Imperfection lurks here too, sensors eye every curve, every spot. A single mold spore could doom the batch, spreading like a virus through the line. Workers in white suits hover like ghosts, their gloved hands intervening only when machines falter, a rare human touch in this mechanized madness. The pace quickens again, belts accelerating, pulling the oranges deeper into the factory's bowels where the true alchemy ignites. Here's where the drama explodes, the peeling station. Giant rotors spin with lethal speed, blades slicing through rinds in a frenzy of orange mist. Peels rip away like discarded armor, revealing the juicy pulp beneath, vulnerable, exposed, and pulsing with potential. The air fills with a tangy fog, sharp enough to sting your eyes, as conveyors shuttle the naked segments forward. But wait, nothing is wasted in this war. Peels are diverted to grinders, pulverized into essence for flavor boosters or animal feed, a side plot of efficiency that keeps the machine oiled. The pulp? It's the star now, funneled into massive vats where the first real battle rages: extraction. Hydraulic presses descend like guillotines, squeezing with thousands of pounds of force. Juice erupts in golden streams, flooding tanks below, while the fibrous remains, pith and segments, cling together, defiant. The sound is thunderous, metal groaning under pressure, as sensors monitor every drop. Too much force, and bitterness creeps in; too little, and yield suffers. It's a knife-edge balance, science clashing with nature in real time. Breathe in the intensity, the factory floor vibrates with energy, workers shouting over the din, adjusting dials like captains in a storm. Now, the extracted pulp and juice converge in enormous kettles, stainless steel cauldrons that could swallow a man whole. Flames lick beneath them, gas burners roaring to life with a whoosh that echoes through the halls. Heat builds slowly at first, a simmering tension, as sugar cascades in from overhead silos, white crystals raining down like a blizzard in reverse. Pectin follows, that magical binder derived from citrus itself, thickening the brew. Stirrers whirl, massive paddles churning the mixture into a vortex, blending sweet and tart in a dance of chemistry. But suspense mounts, bubbles rise, threatening to overflow, as temperatures climb to boiling point. One miscalculation, and the batch scorches, a bitter ruin that could cost thousands. Engineers watch gauges like hawks, tweaking heat with split-second decisions, their faces etched with the weight of precision. The boil intensifies, steam exploding upward in clouds that obscure the catwalks above. The aroma shifts, from fresh citrus to deep, caramelized richness, pulling you in, making your mouth water even as the danger peaks. This is the crucible, where raw ingredients forge into jam, molecules bonding under fire. Additives? Minimal here, it's pure science, pH levels balanced to ward off bacteria, preservatives whispered in if needed, but the focus is on natural armor. The mixture thickens, resisting the stirrers, a viscous sea that demands respect. Slow the narration here, let the viewer linger on the swirl, the bubbles popping like distant gunfire, building to the climax. Then, burst! The boil reaches perfection, a timer blaring victory as valves open, releasing the molten jam into cooling channels. Relief washes over, but the fight's far from over. Conveyors surge again, carrying the hot jam toward the filling lines, where glass jars march in formation like soldiers to the front. These aren't ordinary vessels, they're tempered warriors, sterilized in autoclaves hotter than lava, emerging spotless and ready. The air crackles with static as jars align under nozzles, the jam still steaming, its heat a weapon against microbes. Pouring commences, a synchronized ballet of machines, each spout dispensing exact measures in rhythmic pulses. Overflow? Unthinkable, lasers ensure precision to the gram, waste an enemy vanquished by tech. The jam settles, bubbling softly as it cools, sealing its fate inside. But watch closely, the capping station looms, robotic arms twisting lids with torque that could crush bone. Vacuum seals suck air out with a satisfying pop, locking freshness in a fortress of glass. Labels slap on next, whirring printers etching brands and dates, a final mark of conquest. Yet the suspense isn't done. Quality control strikes like a shadow operative, random jars pulled for testing, probes diving in to measure texture, taste, and safety. pH too low? Batch halted. Contaminant detected? Destruction imminent. It's a high-wire act, humans and AI collaborating in this nerve-wracking finale, ensuring only perfection escapes. The approved jars glide to packaging, boxed in crates that stack like fortresses, ready for shipment. Trucks wait outside, engines idling, as the factory exhales, another victory in the endless war. But zoom out now, feel the pulse of it all. This isn't just jam, it's a triumph of human ingenuity over nature's chaos. From grove to jar, every step a calculated risk, every machine a hero in steel.